All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to PACK EXPO 2020, and thank you for visiting TopTier Palletizers. My name is Paden Tufts. With me today is Juan Hernandez. Juan will be operating the Palletizer during our live demonstration. I'd also like to introduce our Director of Sales, Mr. Dave Snelson. Dave?
Thanks for the intro, Paden. I'll be available via live chat throughout the demonstration and for the duration of the day. So with that, shall we go get ready, Juan?
Yep. All right. Thanks, guys. So we are streaming live from our brand new showroom, which we will be using for live demos throughout the PACK EXPO this week and also beyond. We'll be offering live one-on-one demos for the remainder of the year as well. So all top-tier palletizers are manufactured and supported right out of our 100,000 square foot vertically integrated manufacturing facility located right here in Portland, Oregon, USA. TopTier offers a comprehensive line of both low-end feed and high-end feed layer conditioning palletizers. We also offer a hybrid robotic approach in our RoboTier, which is geared towards bag palletizing applications. So the benefits of the TopTier palletizing solution often outweigh or prove to be superior to a traditional robotic approach, and we'll try to demonstrate as many of those benefits today throughout our live demonstration. And so with that, Juan, let's get things going. So the key advantages to the TopTier solution are many. The biggest is concurrent stretch wrapping, so we're able to stretch wrap loads concurrently while we're palletizing them. TopTier also offers the smallest footprint palletizer on the market. With our modular design, we have a very high level of layout flexibility, not requiring customization. And of course, TopTier leads the industry in standard safety standards. So this overhead view of the palletizer we're running today is our low infeed row pre-build palletizer with concurrent stretch wrapping. You can see the stretch wrapper module on the upper left occupies a very small additional footprint to the palletizer. This is a fully automatic layer conditioning palletizer. We've got our pallet dispenser at the top, load exit conveyor to the right. And as we palletize and build these loads, we'll be able to see those various components functioning. So let's go to the infeed view here. We've got cases coming in at the far end through our meter belt. That meter belt is where we're going to tie into your upstream production line. After that meter belt, we have a turn area. This particular unit is configured with a bump turn device, which is by far our most common device for turning. Once we have a full row completed, we're going to push that row out onto the pre-build lift deck, which is what we're seeing there. Our lift deck will elevate to meet the layer head, sweep that product out onto the layer head to form a layer, condition that layer on all four sides, and go back up to receive product for that next layer. So this overhead view again is showing layer formation. We can see our pallet load being stretch wrapped between layer deposit. So we're using that layer head to accumulate product for the next layer. At the same time, we're stretch wrapping below. This angle is looking into the load build area from the stretch wrapper module. With the turntable in the build area, we're able to rotate and stretch wrap loads as we're forming layers directly above on the layer head. The throughput capabilities of TopTier layer conditioning palletizers are typically going to be about 1 to 3 layers per minute on the low end feed and up to 5 layers per minute on the high end feed layer conditioning palletizers. This row pre-build unit is our kind of mid-speed configuration up to about 1.5 layers per minute, including stretch wrapping. We're doing our wrap finish sequence at the moment. You'll notice that while we're doing the wrap finish sequence, we're still building a layer directly above. So product induction is uninterrupted during our pallet exchange, which is what we're seeing here. So there's no downtime associated with the stretch wrapping and pallet exchange. So we're going to see an empty pallet come into the build area. So here we're going to pay stretch film over the empty pallet. So by paying the film out on the empty pallet under layer 1, we're actually using the weight of the product as a film clamp. So we're getting rid of a film tail in the process of doing that. After we deposit layer 1 on that new empty pallet, we're just continuing to palletize. Bringing single cases into rows onto the lift deck, and then out onto the layer head. So you can see as the palletizer continues to build that next load, we have a full finished load at the discharge. It's already stretch wrapped and contained, so it's just waiting to get picked up by a fork truck. We have the option to extend the discharge conveyor and provide additional full load accumulation zones. The configuration we're showing here with the discharge conveyor and the load build effectively has 2 full loads of accumulation. So we're getting close to the end of our second load, and we'll open up for Q&A here in just a little bit. I want to remind you that we will be available for chat anytime during the week of PACK EXPO, and that we are also offering our one-on-one live demos throughout the rest of the year. So please contact us if you'd like to arrange a demo. Looks like we're going up. We're going to deposit layer 5 on this load, so that'll be the last layer of the load. Notice again the four-side conditioning every time. The loads are going to be tighter and more secure compared to a traditional robotic approach. So we're doing our finish wrap sequence at the moment. Going to cut that film, and the loads are just waiting to get picked up by a fork truck. So I think we'll open it up to Q&A, and we'll see if anybody's sent in any questions. Hopefully we can address that. Dave, what do you got?
What do I have? Well, one viewer has asked about our safety features on the machine, and most specifically, how the door functions.
Sure.
So perhaps you can give them a quick demonstration.
Absolutely, absolutely. So all the top-tier palletizers are fully enclosed in a Category 3 Performance Level D safety enclosure. We have controlled access at any door location, and we'll demonstrate this out. Go ahead, Juan. So you have to request access by engaging a push button. Machine goes into a planned stop condition and confirms it's in a safe state before unlocking that door latch at any one of the door locations. So during normal operation, all the doors are locked. You'll have to go through that request access protocol in order to gain entry into the safety cage. Also at each one of the door locations, kind of trading spots with you here, we have an internal emergency release. If somebody were to find themselves in the cage, they can get out fast. Engaging the internal safety release handle also sends the palletizer into an e-stop condition. Also, at each door location, we've got a local lockout tagout. Whenever one of the doors is open, the machine is truly cold. All high voltage is outside of the main panel. All air is also dumped as well. And so zero energy, truly cold whenever a door is open, or if you're in a lockout tagout situation. So close this guy. I suppose while we're over here, we can take a look at the HMI just real quick. This is the operator HMI location right between our two access doors at our infeed. We can just navigate a couple screens and demonstrate a pallet pattern recipe changeover, if you would, Juan.
Yeah, pretty simple. Going back to your home screen, on the top right-hand corner, you'll find a shortcut to your recipe list. You'll locate the recipe that you want to use, highlight it by pressing enter, pressing the use this pattern in machine, following the instructions afterwards, start and stop, and your new recipe has been loaded.
Excellent. Thanks, Juan. So very fast changeover from one recipe to another. We're talking under a minute with an operator right here at the HMI screen. So thank you again, Juan. We'll head back over to Dave and see what else might be coming through the live feed. All right.
Yeah. The guest is asking about film changeover on the stretch wrapper.
Sure.
Is
Okay.
it possible to just show them how you access the stretch film and just how quickly it is to change?
Absolutely. So we'll go back around the back of the machine to the stretch wrapper module, and we will show you a film roll change out. Okay. So while we're getting over here, Juan's going to lower the stretch film carriage. You'll notice cutouts on the mast. Those cutouts are for monitored dual pin safety latches, which are going to be at any gravity hazard. So any hoist assembly, anything going up and down, we're going to have primary fail-safe brake motors. And then we'll have safety pins that engage in those cutouts for additional redundancy. Let you do your thing, Juan. So Juan pulled the gate out. He's simulating a film roll exchange. He's going to pull the film out, put it right through the gate. Notice there's no threading involved. And he's closed the gate, and we're off and running on that next roll. So, okay, thanks, Juan. Okay. Come around from the other side here. Let's see. So we got probably about time for one more question.
One more quick one. Just PLC brand and type.
Sure. So controls platform on this model is completely Allen Bradley. We've got a Compact Logix PLC. VFDs are PowerFlex 525s and 755s at any positioning location, such as a hoist. So we're talking the layer head, the row pre-build deck, and the stretch wrapper in this particular unit. So
a 6 safety controller as well.
Right. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, I think we'll kind of wrap this up, and thank you again for visiting TopTier, again, we're going to be available for live chat throughout the week for PACK EXPO, and can certainly arrange a one-on-one demo if you'd like to contact us about making those arrangements. So,
all right. Thanks, Paden.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Good deal. Thanks.